Today, inshallah, we are going to start working on the lights and rendering phase first, and then we will come back to the texturing phase. Why is that? Because we will not be able to check the texture quality, to manipulate the texture's material. For example, the light's reflection and refraction on any object will not appear accurately without a rendering. So after this lecture, you will be able to check your textures accurately by using the rendering. Your next assignment will be not, the submission for next assignment will not be as a screenshot. Starting from this lecture, you will be able to render your work and save an image and submit this image online. Okay? First of all, I'm going to create something simple. For example, this is sphere. Okay, I'm going to create also a plane. Okay, and I'm going to create a cube. I'm placing this cube here. Now I'm adding materials. Arnold, AI standard surface. Okay, I'm going to give this brown color and this a new material, Arnold, AI standard surface. I'm going to give it, for example, a green. And this new material, Arnold standard surface, another color, for example, blue. And now I have these objects. First of all, I need to add a light inside Arnold. As I said before, for Maya, for the Maya render engine, you can find lights related to the Maya render engine. For example, ambient, direction, spotlight. I'm not going to discuss them. Inside Arnold, we have lights. We have a different type of lights. For example, area, sky dome, physical sky. I'm not going to explain a lot of them, to explain them in details today. Okay? Are now going to add a specific light, for example, area light. Okay. Can click on scale to scale it. This is the first light. This line means the direction of the light will be in this direction. Okay. And here I have attributes for the light. For example, the intensity, how intense your light will be. You can increase it or decrease it. There is a lot of other attributes. We are going to discuss them later, not now. Okay, how about the rendering? For rendering, here we have some tools related to rendering. The first one here is to adjust the lights or the lights you have inside the scene. For now, we have only one light. So we can fix the intensity, the color from here or from here, if we are selecting the color. The next one is the render layer. I'm not going to talk about it now. Also, here we have the hyper shade. Hyper shade, by using it, we can fix or adjust our materials. You can find all of your materials here. And you can fix them. You can add a bump and displacement by using this window. We might get back to it later, okay? The next one is the render setting. By using the render setting, we can specify that we want to make a render as an image or as a sequence of images. By sequence of images, I mean a video. By using Maya, we don't render a video exactly. We render a sequence of images, and then we go to another software like Premiere, like After Effects, and import these sequence of images and convert them to a video. So by using these settings, we can choose to render a single or multiple frame. We can specify which camera we are planning to render, the resolution, and we have an advanced settings. We are going to talk about them later. Here inside the system, we can select GPU to make the rendering happens on the graphic card, not the computer processor. Here we have also an advanced effects and tools we can use to enhance the rendering. This is about the render setting in general. But for now, I'm leaving everything as it is. I'm not changing anything. Here we have the IBR. The IBR, it's a rendering window, a continuous rendering window. If you click on it, okay, you will have this window, okay? If I made any change inside the scene, it will make the rendering again. But you need to be aware that the IPR maybe affect the performance of your device. Because as I said, it make a continuous rendering. Any change I do, it render it. If I want to stop it, I can press here. If I want to play it again, the continuous rendering, I can hit again. Okay. Here we have render the current frame. By using this tool, we can make a final render for this frame, for this camera. Okay. Of course, but inside the render, I can select any camera I want. If I have more than one camera, the default camera inside Maya is the perspective. We can add cameras, and we are going to talk about the cameras also after we finish the texturing. But for now, we are going to work with the perspective. Here we have open render view. If you made a render, you can open the render window to see the last render you have made inside this file. Okay? Okay, for now, I'm selecting the light, and then I'm coming back to the IPR to check my materials with the light. If you can see, there is nothing now inside the rendering view. Okay, let me increase the intensity for the light. As I said, I am now selecting the light. Here, the intensity is 1. I will make it 10. Okay, I will make it 20. See? I will make it 100. See? I will make it 300. I can change the light color. For example, orange. I can make it red. You can see if I change the color, the light color, the objects exist will be affected. And this is what happens in real life, right? Okay, I will put it back in white. And you can see also, we have what? We have shadows. Here we have the shadow color. Now the shadow is black. I can reduce the amount of shadow. I can reduce it more. You can see, do you see the difference? Okay, if I make the shadow white, there will be no shadow at all. But this is not accurate. Usually we have shadow. Okay, let me try to select this light and then hit on Control and D to duplicate the light, move it here, rotate it. And this one. Okay. This is about the area light we created. Okay. As you see, by using these lights, you can see the objects or the model's material accurately. Okay, now I'm stopping the IBR. Okay. And then I'm clicking on what? On the render, to render a final image. This is the final image, okay? Of course, we have problems with the quality, with the light. There is some noise inside. If you can focus, I don't know. There is some noise. For sure, we can increase the quality. And you will learn how to increase the quality, but not now, okay? For now, for me, it's okay for you to render something like this. The important thing for me is to know how to add a light, make some rendering. After we finish the rendering for this frame, for example, we can go to File, Save Image. You can specify the location. You can select. For now, you are not able to select a file format. I will teach you how to change the file format in the future. But for now, for example, test and save. Let me go to desktop. And now, this is the final render. Why we need to render the textures? Because as I said, the quality of the texture you add inside the Maya will not be accurate, will not be correct. The final output, you can see it by using or by making a render. Okay? Sometimes you have the Arnold render engine inside Maya, but when you open the Maya, you are not able to find the Arnold render engine, materials or lights or rendering. How you can fix it? First of all, remember that we have a drop-down menu here. Inside this menu, we have modeling to create models. We have rigging. We have animation to make animations. You can see some of these menus are changing when I select another one from here, okay? For example, the modeling, you can see. Sometimes if you didn't find the Arnold inside the modeling, go inside this drop-down menu and select rendering. And you will find the Arnold here. If you didn't find it here, also if you try to assign new material and then find the Arnold here, what you need to do, you need to go to Window, Setting Preferences, Plugin Manager. Window, Setting Preferences, Plugin Manager. Inside the Plugin Manager, search for what? MTOA. Okay? Make sure that both of these options, two options, are checked to make it loaded now and to make it auto load. Whenever you open the Maya file, it will be auto loaded. Okay? If you don't have it here, this means you install the Maya without the Arnold render engine. Okay? The light that we used is the area light. I'm going to try another light. Here inside lights, I'm going to try the sky dome light. Okay. Also, if you want to show the area that is going to be rendered inside Maya, here you have the film gate. You can click on it. And you have the resolution gate. You click on the resolution gate. And now all the objects appear inside this rectangle will be rendered. So by using this mask, you can know which area will be rendered. Okay? I click on IBR now. See? Don't forget, now I'm using a light called Sky Dome Light. Okay? And by the way, for this light, inside it, we can add a specific texture to make the environment around the objects something more realistic. Here, I have for this sky dome light, I have the intensity. I have something called resolution. We are going to discuss it later. We have color. For color, I can select a file, and this file we call it HDRI. HDRI means a file contain an image, and this image is an image that we can place it inside Maya, and this image created based on capturing a 360-degree environment. Okay, for environment. For example, I think I have one. Okay, like this one. If I hit on open, see, I'm going to stop the rendering. I will make the sky dome light give you like something like a sphere. You work inside it, okay? I'm going to reduce the size for the sky dome light. Not too much. But for example, now I can make another rendering. Okay. See? I want to make a final render.